Hey guys, so I am back today with a little bit of a different kind of video. It's still under the beauty umbrella, but I figured I would come and address this because it's something I struggled with. So I figured maybe if I let you guys know, it might help some of you out there. I know a lot of women, especially women of color, suffer from dark underarms and a lot of ingrown hairs in your armpits, and I just want to address all the different components that I have been doing that have completely ceased all of that and lighten my underarms. So let's go ahead and get started. In this video I'm going to be talking about my Epilator, which is the method of hair removal that I use. I'm going to be talking about how I get rid of ingrown hairs, and I'm going to talk about the types of deodorants that I do use and what I use to help lift the color from under my skin. And I'm going to talk about causes for the darkness. So let's get started. Just bear with me. I was going to do separate reviews for the Epilator and things, but I figured if I just put it all into one, it'll just make sense. Just consolidate all the information into one. Alright, so let's start with deodorant. I actually am sort of allergic to antiperspirant, and on top of that is actually not good for you because it blocks the pores from sweating. So if you think about it, if you use antiperspirant deodorant every single day, you never sweat from where you're supposed to sweat from, and you know that can't be healthy. So what I decided to do is look for a deodorant that didn't have antiperspirant in it, and it was actually really hard for me. I have I've tried the Crystal, I've tried Tom's, which I'm also very allergic to. That's actually really bad, horrible, and a whole bunch of other brands which didn't really work for me. And I actually stumbled on this one, which is just simple deodorant, and this is from Trader Joe's, and it is unscented deodorant with cotton, and apparently the cotton helps fight the wetness by absorbing the moisture. You don't actually see the cotton in there, but it's a clear deodorant. So it's not creamy and thick, it's literally clear. You just can't see it here. But I really like it. The only thing with using deodorant versus antiperspirant is I find they don't last as long. So you definitely have to carry it around with you or reapply maybe midway through the day. I don't mind it, especially since I get irritated with other stuff, so that's fine with me. Now, I do sometimes use things with antiperspirant in it, only if I know that I'm going somewhere and I need the deodorant to last me all day. But I still don't use the deodorants that have the creamy white stuff, like the creamy ones. I feel like they coat your armpits, and a lot of times people don't really wash them properly, and we'll get to that, but that's beside the point. The ones I use with antiperspirant in it are these two. These are the Dove deodorants. This one is the Go Fresh. They're both the pomegranate Go Fresh ones. This one is the roll-on, which again I chose it because it doesn't have that white cakey film that is left under your arms. And this is the spray. You just shake it up, spray it underneath your arms, and it really does work. They both last all day. So those I would definitely recommend. If you do use antiperspirant, then I would definitely recommend those. They last all day and they don't leave that gross film underneath your armpits. Now, speaking of clean armpits, clean armpits are crucial, especially for odor. A lot of people who complain about the fact that they can't use just deodorant because they smell so much. The odor is actually caused from bacteria multiplying underneath your armpits, and since your armpits are a warm, muggy place and dark place, that's like ideal condition for bacteria to multiply. So you want to minimize that as much as possible. And the key, one of the hugest things to all of this and discoloration and getting rid of bumps under your armpits is exfoliation. I cannot stress this enough. You need to exfoliate the skin under your arms. A lot of people they just don't do it. So think about the film that your deodorant leaves, plus the bacteria with the sweat and every day constantly ends up darkening your armpits, but that's not even the biggest cause. But let's talk about exfoliation. I use anything that has grains in it just to make sure that everything is completely exfoliated. And also what I use to lighten my underarms is lemon. It works amazingly to lift those dark scars under your arms. Sometimes I even use my Olay microdermabrasion kit, the one I use to lighten the scars from my face, and it really does help. Exfoliation in general helps. I also use the St. Ives Apricot scrub. I don't have it right now only because I got this Suki face This is what the box looks like. This is actually a very expensive brand and it's supposed to be an exfoliator for your face. But since I already have a set skin regimen and I don't want to mess with it, I just use all my other facial exfoliators for my armpits. So I really get it clean and I do it every day or every other day depending on if I've epilated or not. If my underarms are sensitive, then I skip the exfoliation. But I definitely do it every day if possible, if not every other day. This is the one I use. Like I said, it's from Whole Foods and I actually got it on sale. This is what it looks like. I got it on sale and this one actually has lemon in it already, so I don't need to squeeze a lemon into it, and that is great. So I exfoliate my underarms. This sits in my bathroom with me, so exfoliation is crucial. Now let's talk about ingrown hairs. I watched Michi Too Cute years ago talk about this, and this is Ten Skin. I actually can't find it anywhere around me in terms of like beauty supply stores, so I have to order this from eBay. And there's a seller that sells 2 of these and I think it's like $16. I'm not quite sure. So once I get 2 of these, they last me quite some time, and I use just any regular cotton swab, and I try to use this every day except on the days that I epilate because it stings. But what this does is it literally prevents the hairs from growing like this. As African Americans, if you are black, then you have curlier hair, so when it grows out of your body, it grows and then it has the tendency to grow like this. So an ingrown hair is pretty much just the hair growing out and then growing right back into the same hole and then causing the bump and the irritation. So this has a great way of just letting that hair come out or not grow in, and this hand in hand with exfoliation, it will not allow your hair to have time to grow into itself. So that's why exfoliation is really key. So even if you can't get your hands on Ten Skin, exfoliating is definitely the way to go. One of the main reasons why people get the dark underarms is your method of hair removal. Now, a lot of people use razors and they don't realize that with the razor, every single time you go through your skin with a razor, it makes little tiny micro cuts on your skin that you don't even see. So if you're like me and you scar with everything, like I scar, like someone does this and I'm scarring all over the place, just imagine if you use, especially a lot of people want a closer shave, so they'll use a razor with like 5 blades, 6 blades. So you put that on your skin, it's making that many more cuts to your skin. So every time it heals and it heals dark and it scars. So a lot of people don't realize that just by using a razor, especially one with a lot of blades, is actually worse for you than better. Especially even on your legs, when you have all those little blades, it's making little micro cuts, and that's why your legs don't look like this, the tone of your skin isn't even because you have all those little scars. So I would say, even though it hurts to remove the hair some other way, I would seriously look into it if you are considering, or if you're really serious about trying to get those underarms clear and clean. And that's why I use my epilator. If you don't know what an epilator is, it is a demon device. That's what I called it, and that's what I have called it since it came here. It's pretty much a whole bunch of tweezers on a device, and when you turn it on, they rotate and spin and tweeze all at the same time, and you put it to your body and it plucks the hairs out. And I know it sounds very barbaric, because it is. And I'm not gonna lie, it hurt so bad, especially the first time that I did it. Oh my goodness. It took me about 7 or 8 times of me doing it for me to start getting used to it, and I've been using it for approximately a year now, and honestly it doesn't hurt at all. I don't even, like, I don't feel the pain. I make sure that it is completely charged first of all, and a half hour before I use it, I go ahead and I take an Advil liquid gel just in case, you know, we don't want any craziness. And then I put warm water underneath my armpits, or use a washcloth, open the pores, pat it dry, and then pull it taut. Pretend this is my armpit, and no, I will not be showing you my armpits because this is the internet and that would be weird. But I pull the skin, pretend, taut, and I put it over like this, over and over, back and forth, until all the hairs are plucked out. And you can feel it plucking out. At this point in life, I don't feel any pain at all. So I feel the hairs plucking out as I pull taut, but I don't feel any pain. ultimately I want this, I got from CVS literally, but ultimately I want to go to Target and get the one with the most amount of tweezers. I think this one has like 30. I want the one with like 70 tweezers in it. That way the epilation process goes a lot faster. It usually takes me about 5 minutes per underarm now, but when I started I definitely had to, it definitely took me like a half hour, like 15 minutes to 20 minutes per underarm, because I was so scared. But it's just kind of one of those things that you just have to get over and just do it. I have to say that my underarm hair has thinned out so much that even if I don't epilate for, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks, you don't even see the hair even if it's there. Like literally you don't see it. It's so thin. And because I've been exfoliating and using the lemon every day to lift the scars and not caking my underarms with antiperspirant and clogging my pores, my underarms look amazing right now, and I'm just so happy about it. So I hope you guys can take a couple tips from me. I hope I have explained everything in this video properly, and with the epilator I think I want to start using it on the rest of my body, but like I said, we're gonna baby steps. I was looking into like the numbing cream that people use sometimes, so maybe I'd put it on my legs and numb my legs a little bit before going in, because I'm kind of scared about that one. But that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so I hope I said everything I had to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've made quite a few other videos, so definitely check those out. Like the video if you do. Leave me a comment in the bottom. Have you had any experiences with dark underarms? Let me know if you try some of the stuff and it works or doesn't work. Come back and let me know. I really love to talk to you guys, and I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will definitely see you on my next video. Bye!